Last week, we drove to the Hiawatha National Forest in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, hoping to get a boondocking site. That one didn't work, so now we're trying another one. Unfortunately, every place we tried was full. We're out in the forest and we'll find somewhere. That's the cool thing about it. We can find somewhere that is an open spot on the side of the road. So we'll see. In 2019, we sold our house and began traveling full-time. For more than 5 years now, we've been educating our kids out in the world. We're so excited for you to join us as we explore God's beautiful creation, experience various cultures, and adventure together as a family.
We're Broken Wing Adventures!
We're gonna have to drive into Munising to try to get service and look around. So we got into Munising where we could use some service, and Tim thinks he found a place.
That one had a couple spots, but we're being picky. We're gonna see if we can find a few more.
We found a spot that would fit us, and while we were looking, we saw a lot of berries growing everywhere. So once we got set up, we headed out to pick some of those berries.
I love foraging. I think it's like right over here.
What? The road? Oh yeah, I think it is.
Look, there's blueberries.
Yeah, blueberries.
Blueberries.
Have some.
Yeah,
These are blueberry bushes.
Try it. It's a wild blueberry. I have a weapon too.
What's your weapon?
Talking.
There's lots of black ones.
Come in. We started collecting blackberries to make a pie. But the blueberries we just ate as we went along.
Look all back there. Look all back
Oh my
there.
gracious, there is a lot. Asher pulls the machete out.
You're chopping down
Don't chop
goldenrod.
down the goldenrod. The boys collected some downed trees for us and got them prepped for a fire. This boy is good at making fried eggs, so this morning Asher is fixing our breakfast before we head back out to explore some more.
If you're itching somewhere, then if you get a plantain leaf and rub it on you, then it will stop the itch. Free.
Okay, does anybody see anything over here that you recognize?
Goldenrod.
What's beside goldenrod?
Oxide. Oxide daisies.
What's an oxeye daisy used for?
Medicinal medicine. It's medicinal medicine.
But what can it be used for? Do you remember?
Tinctures.
For what?
For coughs, swelling, and headaches.
When we get back, we'll look it up.
It's weird how their world can be so different. Like how one place is a desert and then the next is a forest.
It's pretty cool, isn't it? It's cool to see the different parts of the country and see how.
Hey, we were like
Different
over
places are.
there yesterday.
Yeah.
I say yesterday me. Hi, yesterday me.
Yeah, yesterday you was over there with.
Okay, so you see this plant right here?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
There are two different plants that look very similar. They both have these pretty white flowers. One of them is toxic, one of them is not. This one, see how the flowers are they're kind of in a disc. They make like a pretty circle.
Yeah.
Look underneath. It has what looks like a tutu. It looks like it's wearing a tutu.
Yeah.
Right? Look at its, look. See the stem? It looks like it has hairy legs, right? It's hairy. And it's green. So this one is called Queen Anne's lace. And Queen Anne's lace is not toxic. But if the flowers are not in the circle like this, it has a different underbelly. And it does not have hairy legs, because Queen Anne has hairy legs.
Yeah.
This one, or the other one, does not have hairy legs, and it has purple spots on it, and that's called poison hemlock. Which one is toxic, which one's not?
Poison hemlock is toxic.
Yes, so this one is okay. This one is Queen Anne's lace, or also known as wild carrot. But
Carrots.
but the other one is poison hemlock. If you see the other one, don't ever touch it, but always look for the tutu, look for the hairy legs. Make sure it doesn't have spots.
Also known as wild carrot.
Wild carrot.
What's this one? Oh, these. They're so sweet.
Ashley, want to get you a red one? These are bigger.
Oh,
They're so sweet.
hold on. There's a red one. They're so shiny.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Do you want one, Daddy?
They're good.
They are good. They're pretty sweet. A shortcut that turned out to be a long cut, but more adventurous, right?
Yeah. Well, it was actually shorter than
Been going all the way down and back up? Yeah, probably so.
way short.
Just had to figure our way. Hey, buddy.
What you have?
Leaves?
What leaves?
Plantain leaves.
See where I've been scratching?
Yep.
We decided to take another hike today, and so we're walking near the camper. And it's not, we actually just left the camper and just started walking down the road like we did yesterday. And we have found so many blackberries, so we're gonna try to make some blackberry pie.
Energy. There's lots of blackberries. Seriously, they're
I need some
seriously black.
There's a crop over here too.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
How about that?
That's sweet. Let's put them in the bag.
I'm gonna put this in my stomach. See that big black one?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put that one.
Okay, be careful.
Wait.
Wow, there's so many.
So many. And there are so many that aren't ripe yet also. So I mean, you could come back tomorrow and get a ton more.
Yep.
We should.
Then maybe we should.
I taste banana.
No, I do.
Oh. Banana.
Have you noticed that we've not really experienced ticks or chiggers?
It's true.
Mosquitoes.
But we have experienced millions and millions of mosquitoes. Yeah.
That's true too. And Brantley saw a snake yesterday. Or was it today?
No, it was yesterday.
Yesterday. So I'm clipping some St. John's wort. We will make an oil infusion that we can then use to make a salve that'll help with Tim's pain. Now that we're back, we're picking off the flowers, rinsing them well, and setting them out in the sun to dry.
It's a lot of blackberries.
It is a lot of blackberries. You think it'll be enough for a pie?
Looks like it would be.
I hope so. That huckleberry pie we did when we were in Washington, Idaho, man, that was one of the best pies ever. Made with those freshly picked huckleberries. So out in the wild. So I'm going to use this fruit and veggie wash by Rowe Casa. And I'm just going to put a dab of it in there and some water. And then I'll soak the blackberries in it and let it get any insects out that may be down in there or anything. Y'all, this step right here made a huge difference. So we'll let them sit in there for a little bit and then we'll rinse it out here in just a bit. I stored the blackberries in mason jars in the fridge. The kids had gone and picked some more for me and we rinsed them off, but we didn't use the Rowe Casa fruit and veggie wash. We stored those in a mason jar in the fridge also. And later when I got to them, the ones that we had not used the fruit and veggie wash on had worms all in them. So we ended up tossing those and just using the ones that we had washed properly.
Trying to schedule a place where we can get water, dump, get fuel, and find another place to stay. And get we want pasties.
We definitely want pasties. But we talked about doing that in Marquette, right?
Yeah,
because they had those good gluten-free ones there. So maybe once we make it to Marquette, we can get some pasties.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to figure out, if we were going to go that far west.
Well, eventually we will, right?
Yeah, eventually we will, but we still want to see, try to go to Pictured Rock and that sort of stuff.
So this is my thinking. Tell me what you think. On hikes, looking for ones that are easy to moderate, but that have really good views. Mm-hmm. Or waterfalls or cool things like that we can see.
Yeah, well, we can check on all trails.
See what kind of hikes there are. Find good service. I'm heading back in the woods behind the campsite to see what Brantley's up to. Hey, buddy.
Hey, Mommy.
What you doing?
I am in the fort.
Where'd that fort come from?
Me.
You built it?
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you. We still need to build the walls.
You like to build a fort everywhere we go, don't you? It's your thing.
Yeah, it is.
You're good at it.
I might want to go in it. I can't go.
We have a little problem this morning. We were going to leave and go, because we're about out of water. We need to go find somewhere to dump and refill, figure out where we're going to stay tonight, or come back here. But the truck won't start. And we're out in the middle of the National Forest. We're not in a campground where we can easily get somebody to help.
And we've only had, 2 cars come by since we've been here?
Yeah. And we don't have a booster pack. We have jumper cables, but we don't have another car. It doesn't matter where we are, this boy does his exercise. So we got all of these dried, and now we're taking them and putting them in a jar. And we just left them out in the sun to dry. This is our St. John's wort. Okay. And now we'll take that and we'll add some good quality organic olive oil to it. And we'll let it start infusing into the olive oil. I'll probably add a splash of alcohol just to make it last longer, so it doesn't go bad, doesn't go rancid. And put the lid on it and put it in a cool, dark place and let it just infuse. Okay, we're going to collect some goldenrod, and goldenrod really gets a bad rap. A lot of people think they're allergic to it, but they're actually allergic to ragweed. Now, there are some people who are allergic to it. So if you know that you are, or if you think you are, still be careful with it. But goldenrod doesn't actually release its pollen into the air like ragweed, and that's why ragweed gets us. Goldenrod, its pollen is spread by bees. So typically people aren't allergic to it, but they can be, so be careful. But when you're not allergic to it, it has so many good uses. So what are the uses of goldenrod? I'm glad you asked. There are quite a few uses, and there are different ways that you can make it medicinally. First, I will say you actually can, it does have edible uses. You can put the flowers on a salad. You can lightly fry the flowers and eat them. You can cook the leaves like spinach. So there are actually several ways to eat it. We're looking at it medicinally. So right now we're trying to make a pain salve for Tim. He has a lot of nerve pain from his injuries. So we're wanting to make a salve with a combination of different herbs and plants that can help with his pain. To do that, we create infused oils so we get a good quality organic olive oil. Just make sure that it's a reputable place, because some olive oil is diluted down and it is not a good quality. It is mixed with seed oils, so make sure you're getting a really good quality olive oil to do it. You can also use a couple of different oils, but olive oil is what I prefer. So we're hoping to gather enough to make initially an infused oil that we will then use for a salve for Tim. We also want to secondarily get enough to make a tincture with. So the tincture can be used for a lot of different things. Coughs, congestion, all that. There are quite a few uses of it. I would like to make an infused honey to give the kids when they have any kind of cough or congestion. You can dry the leaves and the flowers and use them to make teas, or when needed, you can use them to create a decoction that can be used for burns and different things like that. The root is also really good for burns. So we're gonna go find some and we're gonna clip it off and we'll show you what we're doing. Okay, here we found some. And more of this was blooming yesterday, so we'll have to go find a little more. But there is still quite a bit blooming here. So you actually can use a lot of it. You can use the flowers. You can use the leaves. You can even use the roots. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut some of the leaves and the flowers for now. So notice what the kids are doing right now is they are not cutting the stem. Asher is cutting the flowers off, and Brantley is pulling the leaves, and Marley's holding the bag to put it all in.
Do I get all of them?
Don't get all of them, because we want to leave some so that they can produce more flowers in the future.
I like to do it like... I don't know how I can do it.
Oh, good job. Distracted by the blackberries.
My stomach stash is empty. I'm a bear.
So what solution did you come up with?
Charging the batteries.
How?
Using a generator and a battery charger.
Because you're smart like that. Okay, the moment of truth. Thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to tune in next time as we try to make our way out of the Hiawatha National Forest. It sure would mean a lot to us and help out our family if you would like this video and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest at Broken Wing Adventures, or check out our website at www.brokenwingadventures.com.